Raven, thanks so much. Let's get you a check of your traffic. We're accident-free and breakdown-free this morning as you're waking up, rolling out of bed, and hitting the road. Let's go ahead and pull up the map so we can track your commute. If you're traveling across the Bonnie Carey Spillway, still about an 11-minute ride making your way into the Kenner area, and east and westbound on 10, you remain in the clear. If your commute is taking you from I-610 all the way over to I-55, going to take you about 19 minutes to travel those 21 miles. And through Kenner this morning, starting to see some congestion near Loyola. If you're traveling to the airport, give yourself a little bit of extra time as we are expecting to see increased volume out on the roadways and near the airport as it is a big travel weekend. South Carrollton over to the Crescent City connection is a 6-minute ride. No major issues across the elevated West Bank Expressway, so that is some good news. But we are dealing with some closures that are happening right now. We're dealing with a continuous left lane closure on the Crescent City connection, and that's due to some lighting work there. But also starting this morning at 7, going until about 4 a.m. on Saturday, if we could go ahead and pull it up, there it is. You will see a double lane closure on the Crescent City connection. With all the delays we've already been seeing, please give yourself some extra time because that goes until 4 a.m. Saturday as crews are removing some barriers. Morgan, I'll send it over to you.
Deja, you got to pack your patience, right?
Patience, honey. Yes.
I was waiting for it. Thank you. All right.
Raven, thanks so much. At 6:18, let's take a look. Keep an eye out. Whatever you want to do, let's look at the traffic. Here is a live look at our camera I-10 near Causeway. Starting to see a little bit more congestion as you travel east and westbound, but thankfully we're accident and breakdown free in our interstate systems. Definitely not the case though on one of our surface streets. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the map. If we go ahead and pull that up, if you're traveling near Bonneville, near the I-10 service road on the eastbound side, you will see an accident there. Thankfully not causing any major issues on the approach, and let's hope that it remains the case there. Thankfully still accident free on the rest of our north and south shore arteries. 13 minutes across the Bonnie Carey Spillway, 16 minutes ahead from Kenner to downtown, and haven't seen any major delays for you near Loyola, but lots of congestion starting to build. If you are traveling to the airport today on the westbound side of I-10, please give yourself some extra time. Some friends tell me yesterday when they were heading to the airport that commute in the afternoon about 40 minutes. So you definitely want to give yourself some extra time and check those flight boards as well just in case. South Carrollton to the Crescent City connection is a 6-minute ride. No major delays for you though as you head out from Mid-City over to the West Bank, and relatively quiet on the rest of our arteries. Coming up, we'll talk about some construction that may impact your commute starting this morning. Daryl.
All right, Deja, thank you so much.
Raven, thanks so much. Let's get you a check of your traffic. We are accident-free, breakdown-free, no restrictions or advisories on the causeway, and pretty clear on our service streets, so we'd like to see it. Let's start with a live look at our camera on top of the Crescent City connection. A beautiful start to your morning. Still lit up a little teal there, so things looking good as you're heading out. Let's take a quick look at the map. Tracking your commute eastbound across the Bonnie Carey Spillway, still about an 11-minute ride. 13 to 15 minutes ahead from Kenner to downtown with some minor congestion on your approach from Loyola. But here is a live look at the camera. It's stagnant just a little bit, but I can tell you that we are starting to see some of that earlier congestion dissipate. So that is some great news. If you're traveling on the westbound side, you will see about, I would say, 16 minutes as you travel from 610 over to the Kenner area. Let's talk about some construction that's happening starting this morning at 7 a.m. until 4 a.m. tomorrow. You will see double lane closures on the Crescent City Connection Bridge as crews continue removing barriers. So expect some delays there as you're heading out. Right now from Lafayette to the I-10 merge, you're seeing about a 13-minute ride. Morgan.
Deja, thank you. A lot of
Deja?
Raven, thanks so much. At 6:48, keeping an eye out on your morning commute. We are accident and breakdown free and not seeing any major issues across our north or south shore arteries. Here is a live look at our camera I-10 or Norman C. Francis. As you travel through Mid-City this morning, you are in the clear. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at some of your live drive times. LaPlace to Kenner, 10 minutes, a 16-minute ride from Kenner to the downtown New Orleans area, and about 30 minutes as you travel from Slidell down to the Superdome. Ames to General de Gaulle, clocking in at 5 minutes, a 30-minute ride between LaPlace and Hammond. About 26 minutes southbound as you travel on the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway Bridge. Thankfully, no restrictions or advisories. 7 minutes between Michi and Chalmette, a 12-minute ride between Luling and Kenner. And if you're traveling I-10 westbound from Legionville to the Claiborne flyover, about a 9-minute ride, so about 3 minutes through the backups there. And less than 15 minutes, though, we're about to see some major issues happening for drivers traveling to the West Bank. Keep this in mind. A double lane closure starting this morning at 7 a.m. It goes all the way to 4 a.m. on Saturday. So you will have 2 right lanes open, but just brace for some delays as you're heading out the door. So again, that starts at 7. Morgan.
All right, Deja, thank you.
Raven, thanks so much. We're accident free. It's an 11-minute ride across the Bonnie Carey Spillway, about 15 minutes ahead from Kenner to downtown. And as you travel from Slidell to the Superdome, it's a 36-minute commute. No restrictions or advisories on the causeway, moving up to speed along I-55. And the only issue is going to be those double lane closures on the Crescent City connection starting in 4 minutes. That goes until 4 a.m. tomorrow. Let's give you a live look at our camera here. Things looking good, but we are seeing those cones coming out. So pack some patience and brace for delays.
A lot of that this week.